Dang, look at all this in here. This is a whole ass area, chat. A whole ass area.
Charge it up. Just a little spark.
Who needs ice when you've got charge? Oh. Alright, if this is good, then we're gonna have to keep this. Oh, the Pack Mule's Burden. Oh god, is it gonna be a carry weight ring? %25 carrying capacity.
That stat is useless.
Oh my god. They need to go through and they just need anything that has carrying capacity on it, they need to sub in for something else. This is like, this is one of the largest travesties in game design I think I've ever seen. Oh my god, dude. Every time I see carrying capacity, I cringe a little bit because it reminds me about how poorly designed that entire part is. Like, seriously, just take it out of the game. It's kind of embarrassing. Why? It's kind of embarrassing because what they did was they worked the other features of their game to the point where carrying capacity is useless and it's become a actual useless stat. Because you can break down everything in your inventory, you can send it all automatically to your completely bottomless pit of storage in camp. There's no reason to have there's no reason to have carrying capacity. The only thing that it does is that it makes it so you have to open your inventory and tap or hold R a bunch of times every so often. That's it. That's literally the only reason it's there. So why do you have items that add to it? Why do you have like actual stats that add to it? Like, what are you thinking? Like, I get maybe at one point carrying capacity meant something, but at this point it doesn't. So every time we see it referenced, it's just like, ugh, come on, man. Like, it's just like that ring. This is a literally completely useless ring. That should not be in the video game. It's completely useless. All this ring does is make it so you get to wait an extra 90 seconds before having to open your inventory and tap R a bunch of times. That's it. That's all it does. That's literally the only point of it. So yeah, it's just silly. It's a remnant. It's an over-engineered system that no longer has any purpose. And it's just silly. So yeah, it makes it so it kind of hurts when you find a ring like that. It's like, that ring shouldn't be in the game. Like that's a useless ring. It's just a waste. So yeah, I think at some point, especially now that we heard earlier that the game went through multiple design iterations and stuff, I'm sure at one point carrying capacity really mattered. I bet it did. And maybe there was a purpose to it. And maybe it was supposed to send you back to camp. And you know, like it had its place. But since that point, the game has been engineered to the point where it's not needed anymore. So they got to take it out. Yeah. They should just take it out. Or at least go through honestly, the only thing they need to do is that needs to go. It should be 14% damage and stun chance, or add to stun or something. Like, it should not be carrying capacity there. And every single item that does anything to carrying capacity, change that to something else. If they did that, it's fine. Leave carrying capacity in, whatever, it's fine. But don't have items and stats add to it. That's just, it's literally just useless. It's just completely useless. And it's very weird. Of course, you know what's funny? I'm going to say all this, and like in 10 minutes, I'm going to discover some mechanic that relies on carrying capacity and like makes the whole thing make sense. Because that's how it works, right? That's how it always works. Yeah. We're going to get a skill where it's like, the damage of this weapon is inversely proportional to your carrying capacity. And all of a sudden, we're a monk from EQ1 or something. Which would actually be pretty cool, for the record. But I don't think they did that.
Little power goes a long way. Charge it up. Little power goes a long way. Just a little spark.
It was those two, and what was the last one? Got the one under there. Oh yeah, right. That's right.
Little power goes a long way. Just a little spark.
They got him invested in the mechanic. Elite game dev strat. Oh my, it was at the point of it. That was the whole point. Damn it. Well, they got me. They got me. Obsidian got me. Okay. Isn't there a game where if you were heavier, you did more damage if you stepped on someone? Oh, yeah. What game was that? You could get up on top of things and like jump off them. And then you'd slam down on people for insane damage. Was that Dragon's Dogma? I don't remember what that was. Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3. That's what that was.
We welcome you.
That was BG3, I think. Yep. What or who are you?
We
If that retreat have to be as powerful as a god. A new god, how did you come to be?
we
It's nice to properly meet you. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do a new one.
Bidding Frost, the morning sun. It has been centuries since anyone but us invoked our name, but we have felt in you
Okay.
and you.
I need your help to stop the Dream Scourge.
The
You still haven't told me why you were in prison. I'm gonna do this.
one that we knew.
Oh.
Our jailers gave us no explanation.
Oh.
But perhaps the ancients who were beloved to us, perhaps they can quiet
Man,
the
I wonder if it
questions
was the
in your mind.
Engwithans. I'm super interested.
Go to the halls of the tobacco.
Okay, so now we have to
We
go find the garden and the Dream Scourge. I'm absolutely gonna accept the power. This is a full like Sapadal run. We're leaning in. Thought I was dead, didn't you? Great. Well, thank you, chat, for turning me on to that little spot that I missed. Glad we did this. I believe they're trapped in the garden for some reason. Okay.
Let's
Oh, here we go. Now the person's going to tell us there's a problem. Are we under attack? Let's get back to... Okay, let's do it. Here we go. It's time, chat. I'm going to make you 3. I'm going to make you 4. Here we go.
There is such a thing as learning too much. The mortal mind can only take so many revelations at a time. What we discovered here changes everything.
A hidden god in the living lands. Who knew?
Okay. Now, I wonder this. I'm under the assumption that the Steel Garrote is attacking Averno, but I'm curious if by taking them out early, we have changed anything that's going to happen here. Whoa.
Oh my god. No!
Dude.
Andra's depths. This was no accident.
Oh, damn.
What happened? Who did this? The city's under attack. Come, there isn't a moment to waste.
Could this be the work of the Steel Garrote?
We won't learn anything standing here. I just hope Quilichi is all right.
Something's burning. Doesn't look like the city, but let's make sure no one...
Hey! Save Fior Messiverno from being raised by the Steel Garrote. We just got
All
that
things
achievement.
considered, Fior Messiverno looks undamaged. Surprising when you consider the state of our defenses. Whoever started this fight didn't come prepared to finish it.
Interesting.
I will be happy to oblige them. Someone made a dangerous enemy today.
Fastest way is probably to the right?
We'll fight them with you, Giada.
They break, they bind us.
What? What are you talking about? We're going in, chat. This is fine. This is going to end nicely. Everything's going to be fine. Really? Dude, no kidding.
At CohhCarnage, if you didn't take out the cave in the garrote, Fior is burned to the ground and you lose access to it.
Oh my god. No!
Wow.
Something's burning.
That's wild.
Doesn't look like the city, but let's make sure no one's hurt.
Let's see one more time if we can go down this way. I don't think we can, but we're gonna try. Darn it. Oh god. Oh god. We're fine. Yeah, let's just go the long way. That has to be a bug because I did every side quest in the entire zone and my city was still burned down. Winky face. What we did to save the city was not a quest. What we did was we found the person who was cheating, not cheating, being a traitor to the Rangers.
This was
We convinced them to tell us where the steel garrote was hidden. And without a quest, we went to that location and killed them all.
Did this?
So it's not a quest to save the city. You have to actually do it without a quest.
Doesn't look like the city, but let's make sure no one's hurt.
I can't believe this. All
Which is
things
wild if you
considered,
think about it.
Fior Messiverno looks undamaged. Surprising when you consider the state of our defenses. Whoever started this fight didn't come prepared to finish it. I will be happy to oblige them. Someone made a dangerous enemy today.
We'll fight them with you, Giada.
Break. They
We're gonna do that later. Cool.
I hope everyone is all right.
They aren't.
My people settled these lands in the name of freedom. It took 50 years, but our oppressors caught up to us. I hate living in interesting times.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Again and again they strike.
Point for you! They're coming for the queen. Take her out.
Whoa!
Not looking so good.
You're bleeding!
Still with me.
Damn.
Got eyes on something?
Bro just wrecked me.
Speed up!
Okay.
Nice shot. Nothing like a win with a good team.
Dang, did I just like miss this area before or is this new? Oh, this might be new. I wonder if the dream scourge has gotten worse. Yo! Whoa. Gilded Skull Trinket. Reduce the cooldown for second wind by 15%. I'm gonna keep the 2 perception. That's still not bad. Yeah. All right, let's go. That is not bad. Thank you. You just missed that before? I probably did. Yeah. Not surprised. One thing we do need to do before we go is, my lord, I've only found like 3 of 7 of the Skane
There's the
trophies that are
city.
around this area.
Thank goodness.
So I'm gonna need your help, Chad.
It's good to see home again, if only for a moment. Soon the Rangers will strengthen their defenses. They'll hunt down anyone behind the attack. I almost pity them.
Me too.
How many thorns must we claw out?
Game needs a pocket horse? Yes. Yeah, anytime you sprint in a game, we don't need to see the hands. We don't need to see the hands. No one has ever been like, why don't I see hands when I'm sprinting? No one's ever said that. Ever. Not a single person. We don't need it. You just take that animation out. Yep. Why am I taking the long way around? Oh, I was just following the waypoint. Corvus says, what if I start saying that now? Son of a bee. Oh my gosh. There's a UI setting you can enable to track the totem parts.
Nani?
Oh, that's fun. Turning that on. Because why not? That's awesome. Okay. Hi, you're not dead.
Welcome to my
Super.
establishment, I mean.
Okay. I love people not being dead. Okay. Doesn't look too bad in here. Actually looks pretty okay. For being on fire. Let's go see what happened. Oh, there's dead corpses over here.
I owe you my gratitude. And perhaps an apology. They tell me you're the reason our city is standing. You took care of the steel garrote before they could cause any serious damage.
Not to worry, Governor. I assumed everything is in order.
We're keeping the sentries on high alert, but there's been no sign of a second wave yet.
No doubt your Inquisitor is aware of what happened here. You've made a powerful enemy.
I can deal with the Inquisitor.
The Inquisitor is not one to be trifled with. I hope you are not punished for your generosity. As for us, we're still standing, but our enemies have little patience for failure.
We agree on one thing. The Steel Garrote have declared war on the Living Lands.
Inquisitor Loban did threaten to break the frontier.
That sort of thinking is precisely why my father fled the Valian republics.
What happened here is no coincidence. Their forces already have an unshakable grip on Paradis. Today marks a notable victory, but we've only bought ourselves time, not salvation. Tell us, what of your research into the Dream Scourge? Assuming our governor wants to hear it.
I may have spoken in haste before.
You don't say.
Pardon?
The very notion that the Dream Scourge had blighted our farms, it was too awful to acknowledge.
Are you being serious right now?
I am. The sanctuary my family built was falling apart on my watch, and I wasn't strong enough to bear it.
You're not gonna like what we've learned.
Whatever you have to say, I'm ready to hear it.
Tell him, Giada.
You want me to do the talking?
Yeah.
Very well. The evidence is clear. The Living Lands is on the edge of an ecological disaster, both physically and spiritually. We may know the origin of the Dream Scourge. By following it back to the source, perhaps we can reverse the damage. Now for the bad news. An undiscovered god rests in the heart of this island. Until we know more about its nature, we are powerless to stop it.
But this is madness. When I said I was ready for the truth, I didn't mean...
This.
Quilici, tell him it's madness.
What?
Envoy, is it true?
Yeah, it's true. They spoke to me through the Adra. Apparently they need my help. I'm Septal's godlike. We must find... We find them. We find the Dream Scourge.
You truly think you can find a god? I said I'd keep an open mind, but this is a bit much.
First the Dream Scourge, then the Steel Garrote, and now, what does this?
I know I missed a
god of
cutscene in the
yours
other
want
entrance.
us to
We're gonna
do?
see if it's there, and if not,
Pray?
we'll go check it out. Yep.
This is no time for a theological discussion. Our survival hangs on a knife's edge. We can't remain in Emerald Stair.
But we can return someday. Rebuild your father's legacy. We should relocate to Thirdborn. It's the only settlement that can take us all.
No. I say we go to Paradise.
Paradise is under Adherent control.
Exactly. As long as we are Animancers, the Adherents will pursue us to the ends of the earth. Instead, we lay low, hide in plain sight, let them believe we're beaten, and bide our time.
While we hide, the Dream Scourge will tear this island apart. At least in Thirdborn, we can practice animancy freely. We can't gamble with our existence. The political climate of the Living Lands is too dangerous.
Take your people to Thirdborn.
We'll be proud to lend our strength to theirs, as Animancers and as fellow expatriates.
Thanks, Sleep.
I have my misgivings, but you helped my father leave the Republics. I trust you to help us again. What of you, Envoy? Where does the hunt for the Dream Scourge take you next?
Do either of you know about a place called the Garden?
Oh, I do.
Yardsley? Don't tell me you are getting swept up in all of this.
Oh, really? You should know better, darling. Any talk of the Akita, and I will appear. If you're looking for the garden, I can probably lead the way. You're already aware that I'm the foremost Akitan scholar in the Living Lands, and...
Godless scholar, my dear. No one outside of academia uses their proper name.
Ah, right. Layman's terms. Thank you, darling. Well, to make a long story short, I think I can lead you to the garden. 30 years of research, and I think the answer lies in a ruin called Naku Kubel, which is in Shatterscarp. So we've got to get there now. Though the city was saved, my research wasn't. Which means the Steel Garrote knows just as much as we do.
Oh.
Wait. If they know as much as we do, they know to go to Shatterscarp too. Oh no. I've got to warn Temerity. Meet me in Thirdborn, all right? You can't miss it. It's the only bit of civilization in Shatterscarp, if you can call it that. I'll finish getting ready here and just meet you there.
Ugh, what a whirlwind. God, I love that tiny woman.
Okay. Sounds like we have a brief detour in Shatterscarp.
I would be surprised if your journey were that uncomplicated, but... stranger things have happened.
For what it's worth, I vouch for Yardsley. She's a good friend, and a bad influence. Right now, we could use both.
There's a gate to the north, which will take you to Shatterscarp. It's guarded by some of our best rangers. I'll make sure they grant you safe passage. May the gods protect you, Envoy.
And also with you, JCBB. Let's go this way real quick and see if we
What could I
actually...
ask for?
Have you found your brother?
Back to
I
Shatterscarp,
saw the
then.
Steel Garrote chasing him down.
He's fine.
Okay. So let's go the other way real quick and check it out. Did I find the second cartographer? I did. We basically did every single quest we can do on the main map. Let's do this real quick. Actually, no, let's not do that. Oh, there's only 3 autosaves? Oh no. Hold on. Oh. Ow. Worth. Alright, hopefully by entering the city we didn't mess it up. So in this version we killed the Garrote before the town burns. Did Lodwyn, the head of the Garrote, get away or did she not face her? We didn't face her. Nope, we didn't face her at all.
You don't think the Clavager died alone in the strangle route?
Whoa. Hold on. We're checking this out first. Hold on. Hold on, Spoders. Hold on.
This one's mine.
Oh.
Better on our feet than in the ground. I see you avoided the carnage. A few of your countrymen, well, let's say they didn't know any better.
You may have beaten us today, but it's only a matter of time before Emerald Stair bends the knee.
Shut up already. Since the two of you are kin, I thought maybe you could help squeeze some information out of him.
What happened?
What we know is this. The Steel Garrote marched on Emerald Stair. We're pretty sure they wanted to set us to the torch.
And you taught them the error of their ways. Well done.
Just doing my job, same as you. What I don't understand is why they came unprepared. Few soldiers, and even fewer supplies. If the Steel Garrote wanted to start a fire, they sure didn't pack a lot of firepower.
That was my doing. I killed the reinforcements in a hidden camp.
That was you?
Well, that's one question down. I'm sure the governor will want to thank you himself. As for our friend here...
It doesn't matter what you do to me. The living lands will be brought to heel.
Now listen. I am a patient man. But if you don't give us some answers, the envoy here is going to rip you in half.
Straight down the middle, isn't that right?
I'm not looking forward to cleaning up the mess. So you can help me by telling us what we want to know.
Your threats are wasted, Cohh. I have nothing to hide. Inquisitor Ludwig gave the order to march on Fior Mesiverno.
Is the ambassador aware of this?
Of course not.
Oh.
Gilbert lacks the spine to make the hard calls.
Dang.
Emerald Stair's on the precipice of disaster. Crops have failed, the townsfolk are defiant, and it's only gotten worse.
I fail to see how attacking my city helps the situation.
The coast is the only habitable corner in the living lands. We can unite as one people, or let the wilderness take us. What choice do we have? Tradition led this place to its doom. Better that it burn, and the people start again.
So rude.
That is, without a doubt, the worst justification for a war crime that I have ever heard.
Sipping time, chat.
Speaking from experience, people don't usually unite as one after you've attacked their home.
Ludwig tried to hasten the inevitable. Nothing more.
Ah, now that is what I call a thorough confession. What do you want to do with him? As an adherent, I trust you know how to handle it by the book.
Send it back to the embassy in chains. This behavior is unacceptable.
I will see to it myself. Too bad the road to Paradise is
This game
in
needs
bad
more peasant
shape.
fights. I agree.
Our wagon might hit a bump or two.
As much as I want to rip his soul apart, maybe he's more useful to us alive.
But you can't send me back to Ludwig. Don't you know what she does to people who fail her?
I can't wait to find out. See you around, Envoy. Thanks again.
A fate worse than death, perhaps. But
Oh,
fate nonetheless.
Good call. He's Ludwig's problem. Not worth getting your hands dirty.
You let him go? Adherents. Always looking out for each other.
Got them.
Oh. Nice job, dude.
I thought you did quite well, under the circumstances.
The Stalex, the first thing I would suggest is stop playing games in general.
Let's set out.
And maybe look a little bit more into why you feel the way you do about that. Because honestly, I think that's a problem you may need to address sooner rather than later, where you're in for a pretty bumpy ride. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, Mike Method, what's up, buddy?
I thought you did quite well, under the circumstances.
Don't mind me. Just picking up steel garrote.
Damn, he actually reads YouTube chat?
Go on ahead.
I do, buddy.
I'll be fine.
You did right by us. Thank you, Andre.
Okay, we're gonna speed through this real quick. Wait, Cohh can read? I know it's weird, but yep. Okay. I can do with the Inquisitor. Loadwind threatened to break the frontier. Not gonna like what we've learned. You gotta tell him. I'm Sapdal's godlike. Paradis under enduring control. Take your people to Thirdborn. Okay. Great.
Exploring the living lands with a friend. What more could
That
I
is
ask
so
for?
much XP. I love it.
Back to Shatterscarp then.
Okay. All right. Reach Thirdborn. Gonna do these before we go. Oh. And we'll work on a lot of these tonight. Chat, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. We played 3 different games today. Yakuza, KCD2, and Avowed. And it was fun. And I'm glad you joined me for it. It was really cool. On that note, I'm out of here for now. I will be back this evening for probably at least a couple hours, I'm hoping. At least an hour and a half, 2 hours. Probably do some more Avowed as we finish cleaning up this area and going to the next spot. But on that note, as always, thank you so much for being here. Hope you have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are around the globe. And as always, thanks for your time. See you guys in a little bit. Have a good one. Well, tonight we'll be on twitch.tv/Cohh, by the way. So if you want to join us tonight, we'll see you there. Alrighty. Bye-bye.